again. It's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. I have a 16-inch round canvas I got from Artist Loft. I had them shipped probably from California, and they were an investment. I got 12 for about 80 bucks. But I like the quality of them. They're excellent, and I'm not making anything on them. I had to order them through Michaels. Anyway, so I took and spun my canvas and completely corrected myself every time I could and made sure that my center section was equidistant, but I recommend measuring. So I want to make a starburst, and I want to use enough color in the background, enough paint in the background to make everything work, swipe well. I'm a little nervous. Okay, I'm a lot nervous. I want to move it away from the center to begin with because I know it will bleed, or it will migrate, whatever you want to call it. Seldom do I ever make these perfectly centered. It'd be nice if I did once, but I don't think this is going to be it. Alright, so that was the Chantilly lace, looking pretty much like it's not centered. And that means that if I want to move it on a dry canvas, I did pre-prime this canvas. I don't think that's going to make the least bit of difference. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to use some Mayan gold. I'm going to make this dominantly pink or magenta pink if I can. That was a Prizm Pour, so was Chantilly lace, both Prizm Pours. This is another Prizm Pour, a combination of sour lemon and orange crush. I expect whatever colors I put on the bottom are mostly to help motivate the paint to move, and the colors above them will be the ones that show more. But I am going to use a cell activator made of a primary element ginger flower, as well as a couple others. I do need enough paint within my circle to make things move well, and for that I want to use a couple new colors. One is Indian Spice, which is another gold. I don't think you can do any harm with gold. I can't believe how far away I moved from them, from my circle right there. So I'm just going to try and fix that a little bit. Now if I get this done quick enough, I won't have any problem with glop, but if I don't, that could be an issue. Now I have to decide what comes next. And I want to bury some Boysenberry Ginger Flower Primary Element combination. Take the little paint tab off. Put that right along the side. I don't even know if it'll show up. And I don't know if I can straighten out what I have going on here either. But I'm pretty sure it'll look more organic than it does now, or more cohesive than it does now. So I want some Cosmos, which is a primary element and awesome. It's nice when some of them come out easily. Cosmos is mixed with Vivid Enamel, but it could be just as easily be mixed with Vivid Polypore. The Vivid Enamel is good to mix colors when you're going to do blooms. This is a new favorite color. This is Carnival. Sorry if I'm quiet in between. I'm hoping I can even out my indiscreet placement. And then it turns out half as cool as I was imagining it to. I think there's going to be a few more pinks in here. But I want to drop a drop of Orange Crush in. Sort of randomly. And hoping that it's not going to take anything over. I don't think it can, there's not enough of it. I also want some Tuscan Sun, another primary element, the same as the Orange Crush was. Take off my little built up skin. I shook these before I used them. There is a marble or a stone in the bottle to aid the mixture. They may meld at the top. I kind of expect that they will. Let's see what I've got left. I've got actual ginger flower. I've got some poinsettia, which I think I'm going to use. Not a lot of, just some. The days when I make a painting before a painting. This is not that. It's definitely time to make some more of this. If I get the last squeeze out, that'd be great. And what do I have? I have Pink Diamond, which is the bomb. Always has been. It'd be great if it were actually open. There we go. Let's make this easy on myself. Let's do it twice. I have cell activators that are mixed with Aussie Floetrol. And did I ever put any ginger flower in there? I'm not sure I did. I'm not sure I care. I have another gold too, Solar Flare. I'm going to put a little bit of ginger flower in. Actually, I'm going to go right around in a circle. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Solar Flare. I'm going to have to look and see, as I never did use any pink carnation. You know what? This is supposed to be about the pinks. Whoa, that one didn't get shook. Do I have a paper towel handy? I do not. Let's try my studio rag. Soak up some of that Floetrol. One more go around with the carnation, pink carnation. Then I made a couple of teardrops out of acetate. I don't know if you can see those. And I'm going to try and use a little bit of the, gosh, I remember, I forgot the name of it. It's P.E.s, and it's a blue violet, I believe. This is a P.E.s iridescent gold. That's Amsterdam white. I thought I opened the top of this. And this is Amsterdam black, which I'm lucky is coming out. I'm going to let some of that go down into my dish, about half of it. Put another drop of the black on there since it seems to be gone. I'm going to go every other one for a start. I'm not even sure that this is going to work. But I'm willing to start. Let's go back. Start with the gold. I'm going to use some of the ginger flower in between. I wasn't sure if the teardrop would work, and I'm still not. But I am sure that I can get rid of half of that. And I am going to drag a skewer through. Whoops, I almost dropped it. I need a scrape dish because I might want some of that paint for my edges. And if I don't use it for my edges, I usually lay it down on the low-leafy silicone mat. Part of me wants to put the layers of paint in the dish and pick them up like I do on my acetate and see how that works. So let's do that. Let's do one. Let's try with the gold, the white, the ginger flower, the black. Now it's time to see what happens when I drag a spatula through. Part of me wants to use a skewer because that'll pick up more paint. But I gotta start, I believe I ought to start the same way. And yes, I am cheating. When I don't have a full mark, I just add a little paint. When I have a place that I see needs some paint, I just take whatever's on my spatula and use that. And I'm almost to the place where everything is more equal. Might not keep me from wanting to use a basting brush. I'm going to make sure I have tendrils on both sides. I think I'm going to take a straw and blow in toward the center. Okay, now if I'm going to do a skewer, it's time. I think it's time for a fresh skewer, and I might have one handy. If I can grab it. So I'm just going to do that. Definitely good to put a little pressure on there. You can pick it up and put it down another place too. The pressure definitely pulls more paint than without it. I've been wanting to do something similar to this since I did one when I first started. People seem to like the garlands. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But then, I'm not sure starting with an off-center circle is the way to go. I am sure starting with a very centered circle would be a good way to go. Pop that bubble. Wonder what's keeping my turntable from turning correctly. And there might be room for a few spirals. have wanted to try this since I started my recent swipes series. I think that needs some color in there. Like color I have to spare on my teardrop. I think that needs some color to straighten out the mark. And I could put some dots around the outside edge, but I don't think I need to. I'm thinking about spirals in the center. It looks like a spinning wheel of fireworks. I've got 3 minutes to tell you guys. I do sell my artwork. Should you happen to be interested in buying anything, or at least inquiring, please use my email address. It's easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. If you're looking for more videos, you're in luck. I have 2,600 of them, organized by topic and genre and by the 100. I think I'm almost to the point where I could decide that I'm ready to center up that circle a little more. And I think the easiest way to do that is probably going to be, what? Can I do it at all? Not sure. I know I want to. And I've got extra paint. And a stick. I sometimes regret putting spirals in the center of a circle in a very uniform way, so I think I'd prefer to not have them be uniform. Maybe use my leftover paint. I've quite a bit of cell activator obviously in the center. The gray stuff is cell activator. That's getting better. I think I could probably fill in with a few dots. Steal a little paint. Cautiously, more cautiously than that. Alright, so I'm close. I'm really close. And I said I wasn't going to make uniform spirals, and I'm not. I'm just going to keep adding them as I like, and paint as I need. Tell you guys, please share my videos. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. This is really pretty. I'm happy to report. I'm going to try and shimmer this at you quickly while I still can. It's very sparkly. There is a 20% off coupon code for Colour Arte products underneath the video. If I have anything I need to fix, I will use my little card. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything to the edges. I'm not sure how that got so far off base. That's weird. I am going to shimmer this at you somewhat, if it'll move.